guys, what's up? It's Monique and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I was gonna film this video right away when it happened, but I wanted to kind of wait and see what was gonna bubble to the surface after President Trump made his announcement about his COVID relief, AKA stimulus relief, whatever you wanna call it. Regardless, President Trump passed 4 executive orders over the weekend, and I wanted to go over them with you guys so that you guys understood what they are, what it means, and what's next. Okay, so as I said, there are a total of 4 executive orders, and I'm gonna start kind of like from the bottom and work my way to the top. So number 1, in no order of importance really, they're all great. He enhanced unemployment benefits. So basically what this is as you know, or if you were on unemployment, you were receiving $600 additional unemployment benefits. And that ran out, I believe, like the second week of July. Not quite sure when it ran out because I wasn't getting it. So it ran out the second week of July, I believe, or the end of July, whatever it was. And there were many people left with a big drop in income due to not being able to receive those extra unemployment benefits. So what Trump did is he enhanced the unemployment benefits. Well, when I say enhanced, he basically brought back some extra unemployment benefits, totaling $400 extra. So they were $600 and now they are $400. And what that means is the federal government will be contributing $300 towards that unemployment payment. And then each state is responsible for contributing $100, which can be taken from the CARES Act or some other type of programs that they have money left over. Now, I want to explain what that means. So there are funds that need to be used that have already been approved, and that's where this money is coming from. So some of those are the FEMA funds, or AKA disaster relief funds. There is money in those funds that have not been used. So per law, you have to use those funds at some point, or I don't know if they just go away, but they have to be used. Otherwise they're, it's like a budget. They're given a budget. They want to use every last single cent of it. So they're putting it towards what it's meant for, which I believe is the right thing to do. So they're basically using the unspent money. The government is using the unspent money from disaster relief funds that are already there, which is perfectly legal. Now, I'm sure many of you have heard Nancy Pelosi in the news talking about it's not legal, talking about the states don't have the money to do this, which is a complete lie. But here's my other thing, and I haven't heard much people talk about it, and this is why Trump is such a master at what he does. People don't think outside the box. So if you were a state and you were thinking, well, I don't have this $100 to pay for people in unemployment, I can't do that. Trump is crazy. Well, here's your simple solution. Open businesses back up. You won't have to pay unemployment if people are working. Crazy. You guys, this is why it is so important for you to do your own research, because if you sit there and listen to sound bites, listen to regurgitated news from your most favorite 3 and 4 letter networks, okay? You're not going to get the full picture. You're not going to be able to think for yourself. So please, please, please don't read newspaper articles. I mean, read them, okay? Read them because I read them. But also listen to the president speak. Listen to him explain what this means. If you don't listen to him speak, listen to Kayleigh McEnany. I can never say her name. She explains it very well, okay? It's not brain surgery. If you don't want to pay unemployment, then put your people back to work. That is actually what Trump is trying to incentivize. Okay, sure, he's going to help those people that can't go back to work. Like they, either their job was completely eliminated and they were having a problem finding a job, which I find even hard to believe because Trump put another, 1.8 million jobs into the workforce now. I mean, that's another bill that he just signed. So, it's hard for me to believe that you can't find a job. Okay, there's so many things out there now you can do. If you can't go and apply at a company and find a job, then there's Uber, there is what's the other one where you grocery shop for people? Anyways, you know what I mean. There's tons of stuff for you to do. Figure it out. Use this time to figure out what you're good at and make money doing it. You don't need to live off the government. So anyways, I'm not going to spend too much time on that, but that's what that first executive order is. Number 2, eviction order protection has been renewed. So what this is it basically bans any evictions until, I think this goes till December 1st. And if they have to extend it, they will. I hope they do not have to extend this. And it also bans any late fees. This particular executive order is backed by the federal mortgage programs like Fannie Mae and HUD. So basically, I mean, there's not much to talk about there other than it protects people from being evicted. Now, they haven't really said if they're going to be offering any additional funds for like relief to people to help them pay their rent and mortgage, but I'm sure that's going soon to be coming. Trump just wanted to get these executive orders signed because people have been waiting for this to be passed and for this to be taken care of so that they could continue living their life. Okay, number 3, student loan payment deferral has been extended. Okay, so what this means is that people with student loans from the Department of Education, that is very, very important to know. If you have a private loan from a bank or some other type of financial institution, this particular executive order only covers the student loans from the U.S. Department of Education. And this also goes through the end of December, and then payments will resume again January 1st, again, pending that this thing still isn't going on. So that is very, very good for people that have student loans. Now, I don't know if you know this, but this has been something before the executive orders were signed, but I believe there's also 0 interest on loans with the U.S. Department of Education as well. So that is a very, very good thing because your loan is not accruing interest while you can't pay it, okay? But that's been going on, but of course the media doesn't report that. Okay, number 4, my most favorite, pretty much if you have a job, if you have a job, then you're going to benefit from this, okay? Payroll tax cut or payroll tax holiday, as they're referring to it in the media or as Trump has referred to it. Basically, what this means is if you have a job, you will now be getting an additional 6 to 7.5% extra money per paycheck, okay? So this puts a stop to any Social Security or Medicare taxes or federal taxes getting withheld on your paycheck so that you are able to get a little bit extra money per paycheck, okay? Now, there are a few stipulations to this. As of right now, you still have to pay taxes on that income that you're earning, that extra income that you're earning. I'm not quite sure like that's really going to be a big issue because a lot of people have spent so much time on one income as it is. And they've probably taken a huge cut in what their normal income has been on a yearly basis that I think probably by the end of the year, it's going to even out. However, Trump did say he is going to work to eliminate you having to pay that back if he gets reelected. Okay. And I believe Trump. Trump is not one of those politicians who makes a promise to get elected and then doesn't follow through. And the reason why I say that is because I was watching something the other day where they actually went down everything that Trump promised during his campaign run when he initially got elected. And they actually went down and checked off that he has met every promise that he made during his campaign, his first 4 years of presidency, and then some. Okay, and then some. He over-exceeded what he has promised us. So yes, I believe that if Trump is made president, he will most definitely work to eliminate this. Now, the important thing to know is that will also require approval from Congress, okay? Because at the end of the day, when it comes to stuff like that, Congress does have to approve, okay? So keep that in mind as well, okay? So this this will go September 1st through 12/31, and it applies to people earning less than $100,000 a year or $4,000 every 2 weeks pre-tax. So in my mind, this is the gift that keeps on giving, okay? I'm sure there are some people out there that are bitching and complaining about it, going, well, how does this help me? How does this help me at all? I don't really have a job where I get taxed. I would rather have the $1,200 stimulus check. Okay, well, $1,200, I mean, if you're like a decent, household that has like a medium income, $1,200 doesn't really go very far. I would much rather have the gift that keeps on giving every 2 weeks or every month, a little bit extra money to pay my bills, and not one big gigantic check that some people will go out and just spend frivolously. Okay, they're not going to manage their money well that way, and Trump, I think, understands that. So that is a very, very, very good thing. Now, here's the juicy part. So Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer are already bitching and complaining about how what Trump did is unconstitutional and they're going to take him to court. But you know what? Trump is a genius, okay? Because if they do that, they're going to look so bad, because it's going to once again hold up money to the American people, to the hardworking American people, okay? And the only reason they want to hold it up is because they're not getting what they want, okay? And what good old Nance wants is she's got all this pork in her little stimulus package that her cronies are proposing, or were trying to propose, before Trump said, I've given you enough time. You've sat on this long enough. You're not doing anything. And he just took the bull by the horns. Okay. What she wants to do is she, says that there's children that are suffering from food insecurity, which is a lack of food, and are starving. Okay. Due to the COVID effects on families' income. Okay. Let me tell you something, just on that alone, I don't believe Nancy gives a damn about kids and what food they are not getting. If you have recently seen any pictures of her district, which I'll throw up here real quick, it's a disaster, okay? Just her district alone shows you she doesn't care about people, okay? There are people in her district that are suffering. In her district, okay? But she wants $1 trillion to feed all the kids in the world that are suffering from food insecurity. Okay. The other thing that she would like to do, and this is the big thing, it is the whole mail-in ballots thing. Understand that your money has been held up for that other issue that I just said, and for the mail-in ballot thing. And probably she wants to give stimulus checks to illegals, or people who are not citizens, okay? And you can come after me about that in the comments, about how you feel like, they deserve to, they're hardworking, blah, blah, blah. But you know what, guys? I believe the true citizens of the United States deserve to have that money before anybody else. It's not that I'm trying to be mean, but I'm sorry. We are citizens of this country, and you go to any other country and they're not going to extend the benefits that they give to their citizens to you if you are not a citizen of their country, okay? So understand that if Nance and Chuck want to take this thing to court and sue Trump, they're going to look like assholes. Sorry to say it. They're going to look like assholes, okay? And, Trump's not even sweating it. He's like, well, you just do something and they sue you. You say something and they sue you. He doesn't care. He's not concerned, okay? His plan is to get these executive orders laid out and implemented so that people are seeing the money in the next few weeks. Now, they haven't put a specific time frame to it because, again, it is pending that the Democrats don't sit here and hold this thing up in court. Now, they have also said now to Trump, oh, we want to negotiate. We want to talk about this. Of course they do. Of course they do. Okay. But you better believe Trump is not going to go anything less than what he has laid out for us. He is not going to back down to them. Okay. So he's going to give them the courtesy to come into his office, to lay out their little plan. But he's going to tell them, you guys, this isn't working. We are making people wait. We're making people suffer. Get the hell on. I'm going to implement these executive orders. Bye-bye. Okay? Take several seats. Anyways, I want to know what you guys think about this. If you're excited, if you see the benefit in this, if you don't see the benefit in this, and especially if you don't see the benefit in this, I want to know why. I'm really interested, because if you don't kind of start leaning towards Trump after this, I don't know what to think about it. I really don't know what to think. Okay. So anyways, drop a comment below, like this video, share this video, and stay tuned because I got more for you. Thanks guys. Bye-bye.